Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here, doing another champion grind, and we are llama versus llama in the first matchup. If you're new to this to the site, or if you're new to my champion grind series, what we do here is we play three games, three battles at the diamond level on our way to champion. And this league, or this team, this deck of mine, is consistently playing in the champion level. Usually champion two. Sometimes we only make it to champion three, and in the past we've made it up to champion one regularly. So um, I've got the experience and the deck to make that high, and we just try and do it and in such a way that we can discuss the battles and hopefully educate people on certain strategies that hopefully you can use to generalize and succeed at lower levels also. And right now we've got llama versus llama. I know there's probably not a lot of llama teams at the bronze level, but occasionally, because in what level one llama is powerful also, especially because that last stand. This will be interesting, but I think ultimately this is a lock for me. As powerful as Kron is, if you can get last stand on Flesh Golem, it's pretty much like that's all she wrote. And then look at like the void on the Flesh Golem. It's so probably what's going to happen is this is going to go right to the 20th round, 21 rounds. My back end are going to start to die. My golem will go into last stand, and then we'll win. But there's always a chance that towards the end, when the what's it called, fatigue damage at the once you get over the 20th round, fatigue damage starts kicking in, and that's when my guy who has less hit points than his guy could get really, really close to dying because of the fatigue damage, and then he just finishes me off with this little blast. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but as you can see, we're going to be stalemate until we get there. Well, we have a few rounds to talk about it. I could just hit skip to results, but I don't want to. I actually want to see how this plays out. I'm pretty sure, obviously, this guy's going to die first. This guy's going to try and sustain himself and die second. Hopefully, Flesh Golem will, with combination of Chimera Princess and Flesh Golem's heals, they'll be able to resist the fatigue damage and Kron damage, allowing me to get last stand and win. That's what I'm predicting. But while we have a few rounds to talk about it, somebody in a FAQ we did today, we shot live, we were talking about Kron and how do we counter Kron. The question was, what do I do about this guy? He's damn near impossible, and he is very powerful, but that speed is one of his weaknesses, right? With the two speed naturally, he's got three now because he's in last stand mode. But if he's got two, then what you're ultimately going to be able to do is often knock him out. So the red team has so many different stun heroes, and each of them can stun. They're faster than the Kron, right? So you look at the Pit Ogre, speed of 4 is faster than Kron. Or there's two archery units. I forget the names of them right now, but they both have stun. And so, how will that help you? They're gonna strike before he strikes. And that's going to mean that they have that chance to stun. It's like a 50-50 chance of stun. If they stun, he's not going to self-heal, and he's not going to do offensive damage. And the Llama Summoner cleanses that stun, but it's too late because the cleanse from the Summoner comes after the battle after the round has ended. In case any of you didn't understand that mechanism. We need 2 more green to win the daily quest. Let's shoot for it. Well, this could be a good chance. I love when I see this. The power is significantly less than mine. It gives me a decent opportunity to do what I want to do. And then we got 13. Oh, I was really hoping to. Have to be able to do llama and golem. In that case, we're going to go. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Who do I have for tanks? I got 5 more. I don't have any. Okay. I don't know if this is a good idea, but this is coming to mind here with the Earth 7 hit points and the heal and the Spirit with the heal. That seems like a bad idea. Okay. Onyx Sentinel and a healer. This is better. This might not work still, but I like this better. This team would have easily beat my Sentinel, my Onyx Sentinel, and my healer, I would say. Yes, it would have. I have a I have a chance to win this. I don't know that I will, but I have a chance to win it. I really was hoping that he would miss once. Just once would have been okay. Come on, orc. That's big, real big. But the cat is so fast, I might miss. Yeah, of course I did. And then, wow, I stole. That was an exciting finish there. He missed. No, I missed, and that should have been all, and I should have lost. And then he missed. Oof, right down to the wire. This game is a lot of fun. People think I've heard friends and stuff. I talk to them about this game, and they just seem reluctant about a game like this where you're not actively controlling each monster at every moment throughout the game. They're kind of used to games more like a StarCraft or a Warcraft where you're going to move the minions forward and control, like do the micro controls. Um, but to me, this game feels like almost like football, where you're going to set a play, and you're going to deploy the team, and they're going to execute the play as you intended. And for the most part, sometimes mistakes happen. Like misses are in this game a mistake that can happen. Um, or sometimes the coach does the wrong thing, like putting the wrong monster in the wrong position. But generally speaking, it's like I send the team out and they do exactly as I intended. And that's like football. And to me, football is an amazing sport. And um, I just want to get my team together before I keep talking. Otherwise, I might lose track of something here. That's worth trying. Because the armor is going to help the Stone Splitter stay alive a little longer, even if he throws magic at me. Plus, he gets enraged and he can really delete someone. Then I put the Flesh Golem in the second place because I really don't expect the Stone Splitter to live. I got the Screeching Vulture, which is just always an amazing pick for that 3 mana cost. The Sandworm is so powerful. He might be a mistake in this context. It actually, now that I think about it, we need to get Gelatinous Cube in there. You always need the Gelatinous Cube when you're playing in the poison setup. You always need if you can afford it. See, I was going to put on the back end, I was going to put an archery unit that is kind of just underwhelming. Yes, it's a good card, but it would have only done a little bit of damage, and it would have only had a little bit of sneak attack defense. This card has tons of sneak attack defense, And in all likelihood, there's a decent chance he'll end up being the last character alive on my team. If so, he's going to get that last stand advantage, and the number of hit points is just insane. And then remember, poison affecting the whole team for both teams. So poison's probably going to take out Buddy before he can really do any significant damage. This card is so powerful for the white team. But for 6 hit points, and he doesn't have anybody doing triage, I think we're going to be okay. And this would be the third win, I think. Fingers crossed. Somebody today told me that they took the advice and I think if I understood correctly, they bought one of the quest rewards. The quest rewards are the potions that you can buy daily, and they increase your daily quest rewards by 5 loot chests. And he said he got 66,000 dark energy crystals in one of the loot chests, which is like over 400 US dollars worth of dark energy crystals that he received for free. Not for free; he had to pay $1 for it. But that's a sort of luck that one can have when you get any of your loot chests every day. If you're playing in bronze and you're getting one loot chest, that could be you. If you're playing, at my level and you're getting 120 at the end of the season, it's quite easy that one of those could be just a gigantic payoff like that. And it just kind of blows me away that more people don't think to themselves, it's worth playing this game, even if I only play in bronze, because, these are free lottery tickets. And each of them is going to be either dark energy crystals or potions or cards. And even the potions can help you with later, oh, nice retaliate, with later cards that you might buy. And so to me, it's all just gravy. Like the idea that the game gives me anything at all astonishes me because it's a fun game. I love a lot of games over my life. I used to play Diablo 2. I used to play StarCraft. I used to play all kinds of Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, GameCube, PlayStation. Amazing games that I have a lot of fond memories over. But the thing that they never did was provide me any sort of reward. And this game actually does. So now this is a lock. Toward the end, the fatigue damage is going to start to probably kill me before it kills him. But that's okay, because then I'll go last stand and we're going to see how many. He's going to have like 40 hit points. Just watch. My last stand, Gelatinous Cube, is going to be 37 or 40 hit points. And watch how many heals it gets. This is maybe something you can take note of. The heal function, the self-heal function, the math works. I don't fully understand the math, but the math works in such a way that the number of total hit points that your character has, as that number increases, so too does the effectiveness of the heal function. So more hit points, a higher hit point monster heals itself bigger than a smaller hit point monster. And as you can see, watch him heal. He just healed 7. And watch me, if he doesn't die, he's going to die. I would have loved to see, when we went beast mode, I would have loved to see how many heals. I think it's like 11 heals. So there we go. That's going to be our daily quest. And if you didn't notice, I got 150, 150, and 200 dark energy crystals for those 3 separate consecutive wins, which is 500 dark energy crystals, which is something like $4 US for playing 15 minutes worth of video games. And then I get these cards, which we're going to look at together. And plus I create content that hopefully you can enjoy and that we can learn from. It's great. This game's crazy. 226 DEC, that's $2. 2,000 dark energy crystals, that's, it's not exactly, hang on. Every 100, that's $14. That's 14 US dollars. 100 DEC equals 70 cents. Yep, that's 14 US dollars. Guys, start playing this game. Do yourself a favor. All right, we're going to call it there. Thanks for your time and attention. Have an amazing night, and God bless.